Our lives are but specks of dust, falling through the fingers of time. Like sands of the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. These words, spoken by Socrates, resonate deeply as I find myself standing on these shifting sands. How did I get here, you ask? Well, it's not what I planned. But instead, I find myself lost, searching for solid ground. In this vast desert of life, we come to realize that control is but an illusion. So today, this is a story about things not always going our way, but about letting go and embracing the unknown. We started our journey in San Luis Obispo on our quest to find the epic superblooms in Central California.
This is Pismo Canyon. Beautiful display of these yellow flowers. Now a superbloom happens every 10 years or so when there's so much rain that it just floods the whole state with a bunch of beautiful flowers. So this year we got a lot of rain and we're so lucky.
Although this was a smaller bloom than we expected, I was happy to frolic around in it. And little did I know, it would be the last real flowers I saw all day. So, shortly after, we headed an hour drive to the main event, which was supposed to be a famous and epic bloom of the Golden State flower, poppies, which looked incredible on TikTok.
This is Montaña de Oro State Park in San Luis Obispo. It's where the famous poppy fields are. It's probably the most popular photography spot in the area. And nobody told us. We drove about a half hour to get here. The park where you can stop at the end, Bouchon Point, and walk out 2 miles to see the poppies, it is closed. They only allow, I think, like random 237 people. There's a nuclear power plant over there. And so there's somebody that stops you. You literally can't go in there. You can't fly your drone. You can't even walk in to look at the poppies. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see the poppies. It's really kind of creepy and gloomy up here, and everyone's like, oh, it's beautiful, but they closed it at 11 o'clock this morning. It's now like 2:30. So if you are trying to see the superblooms in this area, just know that you have to come here super early, and because there's only a certain amount of people that can come out here. So beware. Nobody told me this on the internet.
Bummer.
So after seeing but a few sparse poppies, our journey led us to Pismo Beach, which is honestly not the best. But we were starving, so I knew just where to go. If you love clam chowder, you know Splash Cafe. It's the cream of the crop. Literally. People love it so much they serve about 1,500 bowls of it a day.
We're at Splash Cafe in Pismo Beach. Very famous for their clam chowder. The line is usually down the street. We had to wait about 30 minutes, which is not bad. We're here on a Saturday too. It's been open since 1989, and it's just steps away from the Pismo Beach pier here, and it consistently wins awards for the best clam chowder. So let's see if it's worth it.
Their classic clam chowder in the buttery bowls has been winning awards for decades. And even if you claim not to like clam chowder, trust me, you'll love this one.
I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, and it's worth it. Is it good?
I'm gonna have to unbuckle my pants. They should call this place Pismo Beach, because this place is the pits.
And alas, we made it to our unexpected journey's end, which no, is not the Sahara Desert, but it's also pretty challenging to get to.
Oh my god, even his whole body's in!
The road to the sand dunes, where people are allowed to ride ATVs and drive through, was closed, so there was only one way through.
Taking out a cystic accumulation from the clam chowder, I had to walk through about waist-high, freezing cold water to get to wherever the heck we're going. Seeing some pretty shells to look at.
It was in this moment I realized that being lost can actually be a blessing in disguise. It's in these moments of uncertainty that we discover who we truly are, let go of control, and embrace the unknown. it's like riding the waves of life, trusting that they'll take you where you're meant to be. After all, even if you think you have control, much like the movement of sand, things always change.
This is the Oceano Sand Dunes in Pismo Beach. It didn't work out with the other Superblooms today. It's been quite an adventure, but it was worth the extra work and the trek up here to see these Saharan-type barren landscape, hills, and in the dunes with no ATVs around. Pretty epic.
I hope this short journey reminds you that when life takes unexpected turns, and it will, it's not a sign of failure, but an opportunity to embrace the magic that lies beyond our plans. I mean, look at this place. Embrace the uncertainty and trust your wanderings will lead you to extraordinary discoveries within yourself. And while you're at it, stop and smell the flowers. But if you can't do that, make sure to leave a footprint behind.
How was it on the way back?
It's freezing, it's exhausting. Although it wasn't the most epic Superbloom, I'm not sure you can beat this epic sunset. It's one of the bucket list items to go to the Pismo Beach Oceano Sand Dunes and see the sunset. And although we're about to get frostbite walking across the water, lifeguards didn't really recommend it. It'll be worth the journey, as always.
Your journey's not always going to be easy. In fact, it'll be quite treacherous at times. But if you keep on swimming, I promise you'll make it to the other side. And sometimes, even when you do make it to the other side, there's still another detour waiting for you.
Wait, reverse or straight? Reverse, ready? And action. Oh God.
Oh
Thank
God.
you guys, you're our heroes.
Thank you!
You are our heroes.
Thank you! Thank you!
Thank you.
Oh my God, how embarrassing.
That's funny. We got stuck our car on the way in. Oh my God, what a day.
That's freezing! Oh my God, that sucked!
But eventually, you'll make it out of the quicksand and have an even greater thirst for life.